Today I'm going to give you 2 free plays in the Cubs-Pittsburgh game and the Angels-Reds game. Take a look at my Twitter. I've already put out the OPS rankings for pitchers for Saturday, and I've also put out pitcher outs projections. Just some tools from a 10-year MLB scout to help you make better bets. Take a look up there. I have 3 MLB plays out today, discounted 58%. You can grab those plays as well. Make sure you hit the like button, leave a comment, let WagerTalk know that you like the videos I'm making and they'll let me keep making more. I read all the comments and I will respond to the comments if you are a normal person. With no further ado, let's get to the free plays. So, kind of an early game, but the Pirates are going to Chicago to play the Cubs. We got Ashcraft going against Cabrera. How are we going to approach this game? Well, I have the Pirates pretty much better than the Cubs at almost everything except starting pitching. If you do go to my Twitter X account and take a look at my pitcher OPS rankings, Edward Cabrera is near the top. He's done very well against the batters he's facing today. And the problem is Pittsburgh is on a little bit of a tear. Right now I have them ranked 9 out of 30 teams in batting. It's very un-Pittsburgh-like, but they're putting it together quite well. The Cubs, on the other hand, a little bit cold, batting 17 out of 30. But one thing I did notice in this game is the line is extremely low. 6.5 is just a low number for a Wrigley Field game. I don't care what the weather is. I'm signaling this is going to go over here. Both offensive have at least a decent baseline against right-handed pitching. Pirates are at about 713 OPS, where the Cubs are around 686. That's not elite hitting, but it's good enough for a low total like 6.5. Chicago put up a 0 on Friday. It's a little bit misleading. They were shut out despite having 6 hits and getting walked 6 times. They were 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position, which really isn't going to happen very often. They left 11 guys on base. I think that's going to come around. I think the Cubs are probably going to put up a few runs in this one without leaving all those 11 guys on base like they did yesterday. Recent run form is not dead either. The Cubs have 42 runs in their last 10 games. The Pirates have had triple recent games where the offense showed life, including an 8-2 win over Baltimore and a 7-1 win over San Diego. So the Pirates certainly can put runs up as indicated by their number 9 rank out of 30 teams. There is a lot of volatility here. Ashcraft's been good so far with a 2.25 ERA in 12 innings, but it's a very small sample. Cabrera has a shiny 0 ERA so far in his starts, but again, he's walked 6 people already, so he does have a little bit of command trouble. The clean over script is pretty simple. I think the Cubs' regression from Friday's missed chances, they'll bounce back, and I think Pirates are competent. They should get at least some production. With a 6.5, all you need is a 3-3 tie and go into extra innings and you've got it, or a 4-3 game and you've got it. I think both of these teams are capable enough to do at least that. So over 6.5, or if your book has already switched to 7, I would go over 7 as well. So the first free play is going to be Cubs Pirates over 6.5. Before I get to the second play, again, I have 3 MLB client plays up there. I ran the board yesterday. I went 3-0 in MLB, and I went 3-0 in KBO. So I'm on a 6-0 run. I won my 5% play the other day as well. Things are pretty hot right now. So get my 3-play Saturday baseball package. It's discounted 58% off. Follow me on my Twitter X. Every day I do a funny parody. Today I'm Jimi Hendrix in Jimi Hendrix band on an album cover, but using that, I've projected the outs recorded for all the starting pitchers today. Use that in your outs recorded props if you wish. I'm a 10-year MLB scout, and I use the same system and spreadsheets and calculations that I used when I was scouting for Major League Baseball. So it's a good resource, and it's all free. I put out free plays as well. Give me a follow on Twitter. I would very much appreciate it, and I will keep the funny parodies going. Let's get on to play 2. The Angels are taking on the Reds. We got Klassen going against Williamson here. Right now, number is 9.5. I think I'm going to go under on this because the number itself is just really high. With a 9, 5-4 game, you have to get 6-4. You have to get something like that to get a 9.5 to get 10 runs in this. I know that the Angels bullpen has been really bad, and the Angels pitching has been quite bad as well. Neither team is exactly tearing the cover off the ball. So the Reds were actually ice cold. They hadn't scored 3 runs in a game in their first 4 games this season or something. Very cold team. I don't think these two teams are capable of getting up to 10 runs. The Angels split against left-handed pitching is really weak so far. They have a 607 OPS in that situation, is very under-friendly. Williamson, especially if he can merely be average, he doesn't even have to dominate to hold them down. Cincinnati's offense has not been explosive. They're near the bottom of the league in offensive production. They have a 288 WOBA. I also think both starters' ERAs can be a little bit misleading. I think there's a reasonable path for both starters to have a clean game, at least a clean first 5, maybe get quality starts here, a little more than the ERA suggests. Williamson's had a manageable 106 whip, which is not bad at all in 11 innings. Yes, small sample size. Clausen's ugly debut was inflated because he was just so wild in that game. It was a last-minute call-up spot. This time, he has time to prepare. I think he will be ready, a little bit more ready. I don't think he'll explode like he did in that one. I think the undercase is strong, gives us room for somewhat offensive game. Even a 5-4 game, we can still win the under here. I think under 9.5 is the way to go in this second game, Angels-Cubs. So there you have it. I have the Cubs-Pirates over 6.5, and I have the Angels-Reds under 9.5. Those are the 2 free plays. Again, give me a follow on Twitter for all the resources that I put out to help you be a better from a 10-year MLB scout. Today, I am Jimi Hendrix in his band, and I put out pitcher OPS rankings for all their matchups today, and I also put up every starting pitcher's outs projections using my scouting data. Go up there and get my 3 packaged client plays for 58% off, and have a great Saturday, guys. Thank you for watching, and good luck with your action. I will be back with more.